Hi everyone, it's Margarita Crypto with you. I've took some time off and I had some issue by recording videos, so I've decided to come back. I found other way how to record and deal with this while system is kind of down. So we're gonna talk today about scams in game, especially like how to understand and identify toxic NFT game projects so you wouldn't be scammed and I don't know that you will lose all your money and you'll become broke. So here will be some topics that we're going to talk today about. So I've decided that at this period of time, I will be recording only English language lessons, let's call it this way, till they're all done. And if I will feel like it, I will record afterwards Russian, exactly the same what is in English. It will be in Russian, but I'm not sure when I will do that. And I don't know if I feel like it at this moment. So we're gonna continue with English, what will come out every Monday. So finally, I'm back. So I'm gonna pre-record all the lessons, but let's just go ahead and discuss of the topics and we will talk about it. So just to really kind of focus, as you know that NFT could change like all gaming economy. Some blockchain-based project can be less than honest as well. Like we know rug pulls, when some tokens been dysfunctional and people been hacked or lost the money. So we are more focusing on bad sides because it's not always everything fairyland, like unicorns. We have to know the bad things was happening as well, additionally, so all of you could be prepared. So as for a couple of years, over a couple of years, games using blockchain technology have been actively developing, attracting new players. Just all this decentralized game market is skyrocketing. So we kind of know, comparing to the games what out there at this moment if you're playing. So industry actually started back in 2013, and since then it has been slowly developing. I mean, since then, right? And of course, the boom of it exploding along NFTs, NFT games, like CryptoKitties, as you know, Axie Infinity games, like many games are kind of really taking big, I guess, financial gain, what you can earn and you can play and you can be nerdy with it, but there is still some red flags. So according to DappRadar analytic service, the total value of one of the most popular blockchain-based games, Axie Infinity, exceeds, sorry, 550 millions. So that's a lot. So it's a lot of money. So as developers, they really figured out how to do the game and to be that successful, right? So there are some issues. I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's like I'm off of the breath. So it's been like many often so I need to phone because I haven't done this for such a long time. I believe like last time I recorded video it was in June. So I'm kind of I don't feel like fishing is for some reason. So it might take me some time to get back on it, but yeah. So just to remind you, I will tell many things from my head, but as well you can, these slides are for you, so you can read them on if you feel like it, but we'll spray off. So as we know that Bitcoin trend can change or weaken the success of GameFi projects that is not necessary. So for example, if cryptocurrency is going down, it doesn't really weakens, let's say, gain of gains, or if cryptocurrency is growing up. So it's kind of make let's say closer to each other, right? But it doesn't mean that it's gonna weaken, right? Despite the bear market, the price of many GameFi tokens is growing today due to their NFT, as investors aim to make money on the resale of in-game heroes and digital items rather than concentrating on the improvement of the game, right? Like of game software, let's call it this way. When choosing a game project, it's worth considering the marketing and technological component, how actively the project is promoted, what are benefits of the project's tokens, participants, like all of this. I will add video for rug pull, so take it a look as well, like red flags in some videos of NFTs, so you can watch it to understand more about it if you haven't seen it yet. So you really have to focus more on games history, who created these games as well, what promotion of this, social media, do they have LinkedIn, for them, let's say game developers, software developers, are they have red flags? So all of this is very important if you want to make money and you feel like investing into these games. I don't know why. I'm sorry. So if you remember, it was one of the biggest GameFi and token scam last year in 2021. It was like Squid cryptocurrency, what Binance kind of launched. It was, you could buy those tokens from Binance, and like it was based on Squid Game show, and it's collapsed almost to zero after raising, like, I think it was more than about, let's say, $3,000. They stole a lot of money, so you really have to be beware. I don't know if, like, I don't think it's water. I'm just feeling that after coming back, because I remember afterwards I had some videos as well after a long break, coughing for some reason. Oh well, we're gonna continue. So you can just go through sites, you always should read, just check the pools, like what's happening, check those coins what been removed. So you really have to pay attention. How do NFTs fit into gaming? So to understand GameFi, one should get acquainted what is NFT and integration with smart contracts. NFT is an asset whose digital receipt is placed in the blockchain. So as GameFi, NFTs, and cryptocurrency and dApps, they're placed in blockchain. This is what kind of unites them. The smart contract is associated with NFT. This sounds serious and professional, although in some reality, it's small piece of codes that can be linked to leads, like GAP file stored and central server. So it's the most important to see a smart contract which is used to manipulate an NFT project between games. So you have to check out some, like, if it's manipulate smart contract, or it has no audacity, no leverage. It can be some issues, like with doesn't include a model, textures, description, sound, animation. So it's just basically a character, easily transfer from one title to another. So they can just move it across. So there is some issues in frustrating in the game, so you'll have to some probably doesn't exist, like it's no smart contract, or those two games are just like in bridge, so they're not on blockchain server, they're just games. So you really have to check that most GameFi games, how do they appear, right? First of all, they launch, let's say, NFTs, right? They give you some background story, like roadmap, what they plan to achieve in this roadmap, like in a year or 6 months. They give you kind of understanding like why they decided to create this, or what this game will be, or what you can do with these NFTs or characters, and do you can stake, do they come out with coins? So there's always, if the company is professional, they will have professional presentation, they will have more promoting, because promoting and advertisement, it costs money. But there's as well some catch, if they promote, it doesn't mean that the game can be good. So there are some red flags with it, I hope so far you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. So NFT game can work only if it has a large pool of users with its own economy, where players can buy and sell in-game items in form of NFTs or tokens. But a lot of traditional games already have such economies. In general, NFTs themselves have no value, and if it's and it's the task of NFT owner to convince users that their assets are worth of real money, right? So you have to present something, because some NFTs, honestly, like maybe it's worthless, it has no value. So you have to come up with project, with mission to prove, right, that it's worth money, it will have, let's say, value, the game will be interesting, and all of this kind of things, it will work. So I will add many videos that you can look, that will show up on different NFTs, what they did, different games, so you can understand what is the difference. So it's really turns out that even if the developer of a particular game do not want to deceive the players, but really develop their project, they need to convince users of uniqueness, freshness, and point of interest of their project. It can be extremely rare, because it's so many now who plays the games, like especially Gen Zs. I mean, not only, I'm millennial, and I once in a while play like Sugar Crush, but I'm not a gamer, so I cannot really judge perspective always. Maybe when I was younger, I was playing a few games, but they were like on PlayStation. It wasn't like blockchain, NFT, crypto game, so it kind of grows, right? So the importance is that you really have, if you're creating a game, right, and you want to make GameFi, NFT-based tokens, you really have to convince your users and your players. You have to develop the project, what it really makes you passionate about it. And it's not like you want to make money, you just want to create something what you're passionate about it. If you're passionate about it, you have a good project, you do everything correctly, you're not shady with fake names or whatsoever. You can always achieve success if you feel passionate about it, what you do, and you unite yourself with, you try to find yourself in your players, because you have to be, let's say, on the same view with them, so they would feel like they don't need convincing. They just know that it's good game and they want to be part. Maybe they find themselves in this game, where they can run away from reality. staying visual, like metaverse and all of those kind of futuristic things, you know? So it doesn't have to be cruel or nakedness or whatsoever. It can be even interesting game, not only for men perspective of view, but as well for women. Ooh, I'm catching out of breath. I think like I'm getting cold. So we can see like different scenarios. Like you can see like it actually, if you look at it, it looks like Ethereum. No, like here as well, like you can see three of them. I even just now noticed that's so strange. Like here is like little alien over here as well. But yeah, it's like probably like Ethereum network based. So it looks kind of cool, you know, the colors, it can look different. It can be looking like something like our games, but with a little bit touch, you know. So take a look. How to spot a scam game. So as NFT scam games are often large scale and premeditated, so most investors in such a projects are not experts, but beginners, and scammers take advantage of and lure inexperienced users with help of advertisements and beautiful sites. Users should therefore pay close attention on several details, as I mentioned before, right? If it's scam, yeah, they can do advertisement as well and create everything beautifully. So we're gonna, I kind of already mentioned before, but you have to understand, right, what you have to look in it. So the project's team, developers of professional project always have accumulated experience, so you can find them in LinkedIn. If you can see them friends, like say friend list, you can get some references from those people who work with them or who know them, you know, to have a contact just to see it, you know. If it's like 5 users that been connected, probably it can be scam. So you have to check, you know, like their biographies can be easily found on internet with a track record of how successfully their past ideas were. So there are many serious projects in GameFi that launch by anonymous teams. Little information can be found about them because they hide in behind nicknames or pseudonyms. This is what I say, you know, you have to really check who is that person is. If he's hiding or he have great nicknames or whatsoever, that person can be fake, right? So you really have to make your research on project's team. Reviews on professional platforms. So when studying a project, one should never rely on advertising slogans because slogans, advertising, marketing can lie. The best thing is it's better to read reviews about them on independent professional platforms, let's say like blockchain community. You can quickly respond to emergence of new projects, you know, within hours of idea, analyze from all sides. So you can read like on different platforms to know about it. But scammers can have adopted and figure out how to deceive users. Some teams show projects by writing positive reviews about about the company on the third party sites or lie on the same kind of thing, like no, it's the best. Probably have seen even that on Twitter or Instagram, like, oh, Jack Robinson or Pete something, he helped me to earn in crypto 10,000 in a week when I invested 100. So don't lie this. It's like you have to be stupid to believe this shit. So honestly, uh, make your research in different forums, you know, check professional, who is project team, what experience, ask references, connections, like just get into it, you know. You can, if you really feel like it, you really can do it. Like think like a like investigator or detective. So yes, like they write this positive on third sites. They pre-register several hundreds of accounts and run on large forums under different users, when they can just prepare accordingly to training manual. So you cannot only rely as investor on reviews alone. So as well as project on social networks. So it's all social kind of platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, Viber, and so much, right? So you really have to pay attention to number of people involved by their activity in chats, how much comments they have, and the nature of the messages, like let's say nature of the comments in the messages, so if it's so much scam about, oh, this game is amazing, I made 10 grand, it probably will be scam. The company always can have bad publicity and good publicity. Sometimes if there is bad comments, is depending on the message, right? Like bad comments, it can be feedback, like, oh, you should probably change this, like bad comments can be like recommendation, as well. So it's never bad press. You have to check like the message form of it. So if it's their comments are closed, no likes, blah, blah, no followers, you can check the followers, how they look like, who they follow. So you can kind of get the picture more decent of this. As well, smart contract. This is well as important. It's easiest way to check the project smart contracts is to use such resources as Ethereum Scan or BCK Scan, what is like Binance Smart chain scan, so you can check it out. The block explorer will provide you with some information about the project, when the project was created, brought to the market, how many users has it, and how many tokens were issued, so we can take a look at that. As well, future income of the project. Every project is created to make money, and it's important to understand where the added value will come from. Is it from one person or from two people or from five people? As less people, let's say, added the value, right? So I guess it can be rug pull, so a person shouldn't invest in such a project, like to get profit. It should be more people involved into it. As well, network marketing. There are many GameFi projects that are built on multi-level marketing system. This is a similar to classic network marketing, which isn't scam in or itself. A large number of good projects have used as well MLM to attract new users. But if the project has no resource of income other than network marketing, so it's kind of can be scam, so you have to really check it through, what is percentage of profits. And I mean, of course, if it's new games, obviously there will be like no profits. It will be more like investment, right? Or yeah, so we really have to check all of these things. So here you can see more of the videos, just to kind of understand, like this is kind of old videos, but I will actually add more so you can take a look, and just see what's happening. As well on my Instagram. Of course, my Instagram account is closed because it's been so many people stealing my content, stealing my videos, pretending to be me, even stealing my YouTube videos, and creating fake Instagram accounts or with similar name or different names, even on Facebook pages, Facebook people. So I guess I have kind of popularity in that. So I just have only one Instagram account, as well one YouTube. I don't have Facebook. So remember that. And I think like it kind of went all better by the end. So I hope that you learned something new. And this video was after such a long break of not recording and just taking time for myself. I'm in Israel, so it was so many holidays in the month of October and end of September. So actually, I found myself at a time when I can record all these videos. I know that you cannot probably see me very well, but it's not that you have to look at me. It's more about the content. So I hope that you liked. If you have some games or ideas, or you have I don't know, some questions, you can comment and I can maybe prepare the projects in meal time, what you would like to know, about the game or whatsoever, and I will prepare everything as a review. I hope you enjoyed and I see you soon, and I'm back.